Now we're going to do some questions which normally comes in the past papers related to indices. So you have to write this expression in the form of AXM plus BXN, where A, B, M and N are constants that you need to find out. Since you have to find out the constants and you have only the expression, and this expression that you have is in the form of a fraction. So the only thing that you can do is you can simplify the fraction. When I'm saying you can simplify the fraction, so I write 6x squared plus 5x3 over x4. So the only thing that I can do is simplify the fraction. So it becomes 6x squared over x4 plus 5x3 over x4. Now, since you're simplifying the fraction, you can apply the law of indices. So this becomes 6x 2 minus 4 plus 5x 3 minus 4. So this becomes a 6x raised to minus 2 plus 5x raised to minus 1. So this is what we are getting. Now we have to simplify it. So we have put it in the form of ax raised to m, ax raised to m plus b x raised to n. So this is in the form of ax raised to m, b x raised to n. Please note over here, the law of indices that we put over here is a raised to n upon a raised to n will become a raised to m minus n. So we had to put this in the form of a raised to x plus b raised to n, and we found out a, b, m, and n as the constants. So this is, let's do the next question, which says, show that p plus 2 root 5 into p minus 2 root 5 is p square minus 20. If you look properly over here, you need to simplify this. And to simplify this, you have to expand your brackets. You have to expand your brackets, but if you see this more properly, this is in the form a plus b, a minus b. If you do a plus b, a minus b, it is in the form of a square minus b square. So since it is in the form of a square minus b square, so I would do this is equal to a is nothing but p square minus this is your b, 2 root 5 the whole square. Now I would expand this further. So this would become p square minus 2 square and root 5 the whole square. So this would become p square minus 2 square is 4 and root 5 square is nothing but 5. So this becomes p square minus 20. So I have clearly shown the question, that is, I have clearly shown that p plus 2 root 5 into p minus 2 root 5 is equal to p square minus 20. So this is our answer. Let's go to the next sum. You have to simplify this. Now, since I have to simplify this, and this is in the form of a fraction, We clearly know to simplify fractions, we just need to divide it, but there is no plus or minus sign in between. So we can first simplify the brackets and then we can simplify the fraction. So let's break this up. So this would become 28 x squared over 7x raised to half. And this bracket we would keep separately, that is 2x squared plus 3. We are keeping this bracket separately because I can easily use the law of indices in the first part. So this would become 7 ones are 7 and 7 fours are 28. So this would become 4x squared over x half into 2x squared plus 3. If I go ahead and I try to solve this, this is going to be, I can use the law a raised to m upon a raised to n is equal to a raised to m minus n. So I will use the law for x raised to 2 minus 1 by 2. And I would multiply and I would keep this the same over here and I will copy it forward. So what does this become? This becomes 4x. 2 into 2 is 4 minus 1 by 2 multiplied by the same thing we carry forward. So this becomes 4x raised to 3 by 2 multiplied by the bracket that we have. That is 2x plus 3. This was there in the bracket form. Now I can simplify it more further. How would I simplify this more further? What I can do is I can expand my brackets now. When I say I can expand my brackets, I have to multiply this with this and I have to multiply this with this. So this becomes 4x 3 by 2 into 2x squared plus 4x 3 by 2 into 3. So constants you multiply separately. So 4 into 2 would give you 8x. Now you're using the law a raised to m into a raised to n, which gives you a raised to m plus n. So this would become x raised to 3 by 2 plus 2. And over here it would be 4 into 3, 12, x raised to 3 by 2. Now 3 by 2 plus 2, cross multiply. So it becomes 3 plus 4 over 2, that is 7 by 2. So this would become 8 x raised to 7 by 2 plus 12 x raised to 3 by 2. Okay, so now there is no further simplification that can happen. So this becomes your main answer. So your main answer is 8 raised to 8x raised to 7 by 2 over 3 by 2. So this is how this is done. I will just minimize it a little so that it fits on the same screen. Now the next question is where you have to solve the equation. Now since I have to solve the equation, that means they're indirectly asking me to find the value of x. How will I find the value of x? If I remove one side or I keep x alone, so it would become very easy for me to find the value of x. We'll rewrite the equation so it becomes a bit easier for us. So I say 1 upon 9 x raised to 4 upon 5 is equal to 9. I want the x to be alone. That means I want to get rid of this 1 upon 9. Is there any way I can get away from here? Yes, you can. If I multiply both the sides by 9. If I multiply both the sides by 9, so it would become, I'm going to multiply this by 9, so it would become 9 and 9. Multiplying both the sides by 9. What is there originally is 1 by 9, x raised to 4 upon 5. And here the 9 is there originally. Since I multiplied both the sides by 9, now this becomes more simple for me. This 9 and this 9 gets wiped off, and this becomes x raised to 4 upon 5 is equal to 9 square. Okay, now this becomes easy. Now I have to solve this for x. Since I have to solve this for x, how will I take it ahead? Think. Solve this for x. So if I say x raised to 4 by 5, it means that what does it mean? Think. I'll try to break this 9. What is 9? 9 is 3 square. 3 threes are 9. So I have 3 square over 2. So this becomes 3. This is a raised to m in n, which becomes a raised to mn. So 3 by 4. And this is x raised to 4 by 5. Think properly. Now I want to get rid of this 4. I want to find x. Think. I will give you some time to think. You can pause the video and even think. If I have x square, now here you need to understand how will we do it. If I have x square, I say root of x square, it will give me x. If I have x cube, so cube root of x cube will give me x. If I have x raised to 4, so fourth root of x raised to 4 is going to give me x. If I have x raised to 3 by 2, so 3 by 2 root of x raised to 3 by 2 is going to give me x. So here I have 4 by 5th root x to the power 4 by 5. So I would say 4 by 5th root of x to the power 4 by 5 is going to give me x. So if I'm going to put 4 by 5th root, so even here I am going to put 4 by 5th root of 3 by 4, because whatever I do, I need to do it on both the sides. So my x would be 4 by 5th root of 3 raised to 4. That means it is 4 by 5th root of 3 raised to the power 4 is 81. If you're going to put this in your scientific calculator, I hope you all know how to use a scientific calculator. So if you're going to put this in your scientific calculator, you are going to get x is equal to 243, and this is your final answer. Let's go to the next part of the question. I have to write down the value of 27, 1 by 3. Okay, since I want to write the value of 27, 1 by 3, you can use the calculator also, and the calculator would directly give you the answer 3. Alternatively, you can say x is equal to 27 1 by 3. If I say x is equal to 27 1 by 3, that means you can write x is equal to 27 is nothing but it is 3 cube. 3 cube raised to 1 by 3. If I'm writing this as 3 cube raised to 1 by 3, it becomes what? X is equal to, this is a raised to m into a raised to n. So this becomes x is equal to 3, a raised to mn. Now I know that 27 1 by 3 is equal to 3, or alternatively, this is cube root of 27 is equal to 3. Okay, 27 1 by 3 is equal to 3. Show that 27 2 by 3 is equal to 9. They want us to show that 27 2 by 3 is equal to 9. I'll just try to split this 27 2 by 3 into two parts. This can be written as 27 square into 27 square into 1 by 3, because 2 by 3 is nothing but 2 into 1 by 3. It can be written as 2 by 3. So I have just broken this up and I have written it as 9. Now 27 2 into 1 by 3 is equal to 9. I have to prove this. I have broken this up. But I know 27 1 by 3, 27. I will just shift the order of this. So this becomes 27 1 by 3. The whole square is equal to 9. And I know 27 1 by 3 is nothing but it is 3. So 3 square is equal to 9. Hence I have proved that whatever I wanted to prove is done. I have used the answer of part A to show that 27 2 by 3 is equal to 9. Please note that this requires a lot of application skills. So you need to think. You can use the calculator also, but when they ask you to prove, you have to show some steps. Let's take another question and you can try and solve this. I will solve ahead in the next video.